Hey guys, what's up? I'm Third Time's the Charm. It's my good buddy Alex.
What's up?
We started a podcast. Remember the name of it?
I don't remember.
It was the Everything Gaming Podcast. We
Yes.
started it. We did a few episodes. I did a couple after that with somebody else. But so it's been a while since we did one. Time's just been flying. So he bought a Switch. Kind of got our own little, or at least my first impressions from the get go.
Cool. So you know what yesterday was called?
Switchmas, right?
Switchmas.
I
Probably saw
that.
it on Facebook.
Yeah, I did. I was like, that is creative. I wish I came up with that.
Exactly. So yesterday was Switchmas. So good old Saint Switch brought me some good things. So let's just go off first with the dock. Fancy dock. So this is used to connect to the TV. The console itself is a tablet type thing. You saw that earlier.
It's pretty lightweight too. Weighs less than probably an iPad tablet, I would say.
Oh, definitely.
Even like the mini ones, but
This is a special case I have for Zelda limited edition. It's cool because you're gonna be taking it on the go, so you need it to be good.
now Alex was telling me there's a limited edition and then there's a master edition, but the master edition didn't really catch his fancy because the statue that came with, I don't know what it looks like, but it just
Didn't look as good as I wanted to look. So this is the console itself. It has a little kickstand, so we can set it up. Just set it there. It's on.
And with this dock, he's got, when you put the cords in, you've got the HDMI whatever, and then you can close this, and so it looks a little bit neater, which is kind of nice.
Yep. So this system, $299.99. It does not come with any games. The things that it comes with are the system itself, the two controllers, which I'll show you in a minute, that pop off, a dock, HDMI, power cord, stuff like that. So, and also a special controller holder thing. I also bought special controllers, and this is a dock holder, so you can actually take these off.
And then you can
play with them separately, and we're controlling the thing. You can hear that. I don't know. You enjoyed it. You seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah,
Zelda looked really cool.
I liked it. I was actually more impressed with Zelda than I thought I was going to be. I'd never played really in-depth a Zelda game. I think I played 30 minutes of
Wind Waker.
Yeah, it was Wind Waker. I played Wind Waker for maybe an hour.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad, but that's pretty much extended my Zelda experience.
That one's one of my favorites. Ocarina of Time's popular, Majora's Mask is popular.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Pretty much every Zelda game is popular in the sense, and people will argue.
So yeah, I mean, compared to, and this one, when we were playing it, we both agree that it's you can already tell from the get-go it's got a lot of levels of immersion. For example, we figured out when he had no clothes on and he was in the freezing cold, his fire sword, what do you know what it's called?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Fire sword.
The fire sword, generically calling that, it actually helped him to stay warm. So it goes more in depth than you might think. Probably one of the more immersive Zelda games. I mean, if you compare them to some of the, I really liked the Zelda game. Compared to the Wii U, there wasn't really any game that made me think, okay, I want to spend my money on it. But after playing Zelda, this is definitely something I would probably pick up in the future in a heartbeat over, the Wii U. Because I never really got into the Nintendo consoles much or anything that's Nintendo related. So this definitely, and with, I mean, like you were saying, some of this is almost what the Wii U should have been or wanted to be.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, you've got the different controllers. I mean, you can do, it's more than just putting it on a dock and taking it off. There's more involved than I thought there was going to be with this, and so
yeah,
I really liked it. It's made a good first impression on me. So
yeah, it's really cool. Best part about it, it is a portable system, so you can take on the go. You can also play it just as, if I can get it, just play it like that and look at the screen. Obviously, we can't see the screen, but you can.
Actually, you know what? I could get used to this.
Yeah, see, it's nice.
That way, if you're like,
you can just chill and just do this or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that way you're not constricted. But I still think the controller's pretty comfortable. Not the Pro one. We don't have the Pro one, but just the stock one that I slide onto, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, the Pro controllers are just hard to find. My main gripe about this is not a traditional D-pad. It is a split D-pad, so both parts of the controllers are two separate controllers.
So
which isn't bad, but if I'm trying to play Shovel Knight,
okay, or like if some people, you think that they'll have fighting games on the Switch, because the traditional D-pad
Street Fighter 2 is coming out for Switch.
So that would be better with the traditional, correct?
Yes, because it's a Super Nintendo game that's being ported or whatever.
I just thought that the fighting games would be better with the traditional compared to the. Because I don't remember ever seeing one like this.
When Street Fighter 2 was being shown off, Ultra, whatever it's called, when it was being shown off at their like little events and things like that, people were saying how it was always shown with a Pro controller. There weren't any setups with these. Probably because they wanted to show you like these are made for fighting games.
I can see why they want that, because if you have two players, you don't want to have a traditional D-pad. They want to try to keep it as light as possible.
Yeah, because it is a Super Nintendo game that's just being remade. This isn't horrible for a fighting game because I used to stick for fighting games. Zelda was 100 special limited edition, so it came with like this case, the game, cloth map. CD, special coin, like collector stuff.
And so you were saying earlier you can use amiibos with the Zelda game, right?
Yeah, so the big deal about these controllers as well is that there's an IR sensor here. So it can sense different shapes for different games, as well as the amiibo sensor is right there on this, what do you call it, stick. So you just set it on there and wait for a bit and the amiibo will pop up, or whatever the functionality is for the game will happen there.
And we were also playing, what's this game called?
Snipper Clips.
Snipper Clips is actually really fun. You said it's $20 on eShop.
Yeah.
Or it's an eShop game, $20. That was a really fun game. I mean, you had basketball, you could play hockey, and you can either fight against each other to try to snip each other down, or you can work together to either create a shape or to solve a puzzle.
Yeah.
And I mean, this game seems like I wouldn't pay more than $20, but for $20, I would definitely look into getting it, especially if you have a roommate like Alex has, or if you have family over a lot and you play it. It's a really good party game.
Yeah, like this system's made for local multiplayer, because the whole philosophy of the system too is the fact that pull off one of these controllers, give one to the other person, play Mario Kart in a car, on the go, whatever. There are downsides to it. There aren't many eShop titles yet. There's no virtual console, which means there aren't any of the old NES, Super Nintendo games available on the system. There just aren't many games yet, and that's its big deal. The reason why I feel like this system came out earlier than it was supposed to is because Zelda was for Wii U and Switch, and they couldn't just delay it any longer because
I could
people don't want to wait.
I could see even if they didn't delay it originally. I think if the first time they delayed it, I think if they still had just come out with on the Wii U, the Switch people would be like, or one of the other would be throwing a fit, and
yeah, definitely. If it
they'd
came
be like,
out on
why
just Wii U,
because then people would know what the game is about and already, or maybe look at Wii U gameplay even if they want to get a Switch. You know what I mean?
Well, they're losing the people who would probably buy it for Switch.
But I think, like I was telling Alex, I think if they're going to come out with it early, Zelda was the game to do it with, it being early.
Yeah.
So Zelda definitely, I think, is a game changer, especially people who haven't played Zelda. Like, it's still a lot of fun. If you played, like we were talking, if you played Skyrim, or you said Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, any of those games, it's so if you like open world and RPG and you've never played Zelda, like I haven't really, there's a good chance you may like it a lot. I enjoyed it so far. I mean, I was having fun just cutting the grass and cutting down trees.
Yeah.
So
you can do pretty much anything you want to. What's that mountain in the distance? I don't know. Go find it. Go explore. You might die.
Like Skyrim. But yeah. And when we tested out for the first time, docking and undocking the Switch, and then when you undock it, it's pretty much instantaneous. So the good thing, there's no delay.
There's delay when you dock it, but that's to be expected for the HDMI signal to connect and all that stuff.
Right.
But it was awesome.
And I think so far the only initial downside seems with the handheld or undocking or whatever, the portable aspect, is depending on what game you play, the lifespan of the battery will go down. So like maybe it's gonna be a significantly less. Like if you compared the scissor game to the Zelda, there may be an hour or two difference.
Yeah,
what you're doing.
they reported 2.5 hours roughly for Zelda. So between 2.5 to 6 hours in general for things. So Virtual Console, if you're playing original Mario, that's probably gonna last you 6 hours because it's original Mario for the NES.
Compared to maybe the one that's coming out where it's open world, more things are going on.
Yeah, where I'm assuming that's gonna be like Zelda.
What's that? What's the Mario one called?
Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey. Okay. See, I can do anything that's open world.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Just our first impressions. I think I definitely want to get one in the future now. So, not really being a Nintendo follower or fan in the past, and not even a Zelda. So, I don't know. This could be a game changer for a lot of people who haven't really played Nintendo consoles or never grew up on them, or were skeptical of the Wii and didn't know what the Wii U was. So,
Exactly.